Hey guys, what's up? It's Yana. Welcome to day 26 of Camp NaNoWriMo, July 2023. I am halfway brain dead right now because I had 4 lessons to teach today. That is a lot of brain power. I love my students, I love children, I love working with them. And I also sometimes get to be a tiny bit kind of relaxed in the job that I do because it's online lessons. So I can be sitting comfortably. I can have like a tea next to me. It's not like I'm standing upright in front of a class the whole time. And I get tiny little, like a few minute breaks if the children are writing something or working on a problem. So it's not full on, but at the same time it is full on because your brain is engaged, and also you're sitting in front of a screen and you're sitting on your bum, which can get tedious. And at this point during the day, my brain just feels like it's not functioning. And I have done, I would say, most of the editing that I should have done today. It's still not as much as I would like to cover per day, is the problem. But I did 2 sessions. I did some in the morning and then I did some just now to kind of get to a sensible amount of words, and I did a tiny bit of translating, and I haven't worked on any of my own creative projects, so the 3 that I'm working on. And I just don't have the brain power right now. It's really interesting because I want to write. I am very excited about the next bits that I have to write or look at or edit in all of these projects. It's just that I'm like mentally tired. So even though when I think about say whichever project it is, when I think about the next scene and I'm like, oh, that's really exciting, I really want to do that, I just, the moment I sit down to write the sentence, it's like, no. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna go for a walk because I need to get my steps in anyway, and hopefully that's gonna clear my head. I'm kind of debating whether to listen to an audiobook as I do that, because I also did a little bit of reading today. That's on my daily to-do list as well. I have to do at least like a little bit of reading, like a chapter, or if I don't have time for that, at least a few paragraphs. But I've already done that, and I've on top of the one that I'm reading for that purpose specifically, I've already also read other things. So I'm wondering whether listening to an audiobook is just not going to completely like overwhelm my brain. I need like meditation or something. I don't really do that. It doesn't tend to work for me. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll listen to an audiobook. Maybe I'll just like listen to songs on YouTube or something as I walk, and I'll hope that when I get back I'll have some brain power. But this whole situation just brings on the question of how do you juggle many different jobs that all kind of require the same things, the same skills, the same type of focus, because teaching and editing and translating and writing are fairly similar. It's all engaging your brain and your creativity, and it's nearly all of it. Well, one of the lessons was a math lesson, but even so, most of that is also about language. And I feel like at this point I can't even string sentences together. So that is the challenge. Sometimes it's funny because we sometimes get to a point where I am working what I want to be working. I have all the jobs that I love, and I also have the benefit of being able to switch between them so that I don't get super bored with one or super stuck. And if one thing is not working, let's say that I've had a bad day teaching, the children just haven't been getting it, or I've had a difficult parent, which doesn't happen often. The parents that I work with for the most part are absolutely lovely. But say that happens, I can then turn to my writing or turn to my editing, and then if that goes well, it doesn't feel like you've had an entirely bad day at work. But since all of those jobs are in some ways similar. It's just my brain's not getting a break. I don't really get to do many productive things that are not brain related. Like, I don't know, I haven't built a house or anything like that where you're immediately seeing the result, something that you've made with your hands, and it's for your job. So it's not, because we're not talking about hobbies. Yesterday I cleaned my room, which was really good, and it involved physical activity and my hands, and I feel a lot better. It is once again a mess today, but not as big of a mess as it was. Well, anyway, I am gonna head out on a walk, and then hopefully I'll get a bit more work done. But that's me for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.